Hey, it's me again, Janisha Alora. Welcome back to the Manifesting Formula Workshop. So first and foremost, I want to say, yay! I really love that you are hearing me right now. You are listening to this audio program. I know that I've created them so that it's simple and easy for you. And you'll be surprised about how many people really sign up for this free workshop, this free program. And even when it's free, they cannot be bothered to finish listening to it or completing this program. And that's the whole thing about the law of attraction, isn't it? The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So you don't just do something once and expect it to happen. You have to participate in it and build these habits. And so that's why I want to say I acknowledge you. I thank you for doing this right now, for participating, because you could be busy doing something else right now, but yet you choose to be here. You choose to be present. So congratulations, because a small percentage of people who sign up actually completes the program. Okay, let alone take action on what I tell you to do, or get me as a coach, or hire me as a mentor, let alone anything, or listening to me share with you the tips and taking action on those actions. So I just want to say you're awesome and thank you. Okay, we have already talked about the first two steps of the manifesting formula. Now, the third step is a really crucial one. This is where a lot of people quit before they get started. Now, another problem around manifesting is really very easy to get excited at the beginning. Oh, this is what I want. Yay, this is so awesome. This is great. And then you lose steam, you lose enthusiasm, and you lose those positive vibes. Is it because whether you are busy, something comes up along the way, and then there could be something new, so like a shiny star object syndrome comes up. So all these things will distract you as you are pursuing this manifesting formula towards becoming a soul-rich woman, or achieving your soul goals and the dreams that you want. So when you see this, all these things happening, I mean, I've seen this happening all the time, and I see really people struggling with their goals. It's really easy to psych yourself up, and you get so excited, and then in the end losing the initial excitement, or lose those happy thoughts. I mean, have you seen people attending, I call them workshop junkies or program junkies as well. They will go program after program, events after events, workshops after workshops to get the adrenaline of that feel-good factor, because they are going for many programs and different things feel good for 2 days and 3 days and 1 day, that 1 hour. And then after that, losing steam and not being able to carry out or do the actions that was being said or shared during that program in itself. So I hope you don't want that to happen to you. Okay? So maybe it gets too hard for you and you really question if you want it to. So you've got a few choices here. You can go back to step 1 because you have uncovered some new negative beliefs that you need to declutter when you see the fear, or you can go back to step number 2 because the universe has started to bring you some things that you kind of like, okay, this is not quite the right one. Okay, so step 1 and step 2 is kind of like a repeatable process. If you discover that you have new negative belief, go back to step 1. If you discover that, okay, universe is not bringing me the correct things, okay, go back to step 2 and get really more specific. Don't just throw away the process and just quit, right? Because if you don't move through it, you are just going round and round in circles. You just go back and repeat the steps. Listen closely. Go back and repeat the steps. And you don't push through or think about all the things that have happened. You just go away. Whatever you've built is going to be gone. Okay? So just go back and refine the goal some more. And okay, so if you're ready to move on, let's talk about step number 3. Now, this one is all about staying in a positive flow of your goal. Now, in my Make It Happen Secrets book, when I talk about how I manifested all the expenses, all the clients that helped me make $100,000 in 3 months and then making $1 million, this is really the biggest thing that helps me to win in life and win in the opportunity that was given to me and be able to do the thing properly. Okay, so I just want to say that it is important to take note that what is happening and being aware of what you're saying to yourself and what you are telling yourself. You can't just get excited about your goal of $1 million, for example, for a couple of days or just for a minute. You have to get into that flow of positivity. And when you do that, and when those synchronicities, or what we call that, things that look like intuitively start to happen to you, or like suddenly you start to see opportunities, start to see lucky things happening, that's when all the things start to feel magical. You're in that flow. It feels really easy. You feel really fun. You found that magic potion. And then you're flying. You're like, oh, I'm going towards that amazing goal that I set for myself. Now, it can be kind of tricky to keep in that mindset all the time, as I've shared with you, right? Because we're not positive all the time. Sometimes, especially in the lag space, when you set a goal and when you actually achieve it, sometimes it takes really long and then you're questioning yourself. So we also want to be realistic about this. Okay, so manifesting formula it's practical. Okay, so I agree that you can't be 100% positive or happy all the time, and you don't need to be that either. I think people think that because I am Janisha and I am a soul rich woman and I'm successful, so I am positive all the time. Positive, really positive, super positive, okay, and a lot of positive energy. I'm not, okay? That's why positive anchors are so important. You need to create things that will remind you of your goal constantly and keep your intentions focused. And when you feel really good about your goal, you are going to start to act in different ways. And that's going to make the next step much easier if you can hack that. Okay, so what are the positive anchors and what can you do now? You might be thinking, yeah, Janisha, I don't really know what you're talking about. Okay, how can I be positive all the time? So this is a really very simple example. When I wanted to build my business online, okay, make $100,000, I knew that the competition was really going to be really stiff because online, that's when people are going online and people wanted to see my ad. I want people to see me. I want people to see my story, hear my story, so that they'll be attracted to me and then they'll come to me for the opportunity, right? But it was really exhausting to just thinking positive and writing out my goal 1,000,000 times or running ads like a headless chicken, meaning that you're just trying to do many things at one time and they're not specifically sitting down to manifest it, okay? And sometimes I get really sick and I get very exhausted and overwhelmed, and I feel like I was kind of draining myself out because you think that getting more clients is just about the technical stuff, which is the running the Facebook ad, right? Doing social media posting, right? Doing a podcast, doing Facebook live stream, doing this and that. It's like, okay, the technical stuff, right? But you know what? It was really exhausting. It was really killing me. I was not happy. I get really tired. I couldn't have the momentum and the motivation to move forward. So I embrace the power of positive and automatic anchors. Now, these are just tiny reminders in the day that you can get yourself back into the manifesting zone. For example, I changed the password on my computer to millionaire 1000, and I had to type in millionaire, and it became a positive brainwashing thing for myself subconsciously. And passwords are very important, and it's easy to do it as a manifesting anchor. Of course, these days, passwords are being saved online. It's easy to just scan your face for the recognition or do a thumb recognition, and then you don't really have to remember the password. Now, how about anchors on your computer, screensavers, right? There are things you can do. How about a visual image as a screensaver on your mobile phone, on your laptop? Or how about the sound when the phone ring? When your phone ring, what is that music that's playing? Could that be something that you're reading, something that you save to yourself through the daily manifesting? So you can use whatever that works for you to have that anchor throughout the day. I don't know if you've seen the movie before. Will Smith, he acted in this show where he was a con artist. And for his victims to guess the correct number, for example, 55, where, they were playing a gambling game and they were kind of betting on who is that person that the victim is guessing. Throughout the actual day, or throughout the whole day, or the duration that they were there in the space, they had already primed the person by putting the number 55 throughout the entire journey, from the hotel room to the bathroom to the bus to wherever. When the person is traveling, they see someone wearing the number 55, the jersey 55. And in that movie, Will Smith is like creating a universe to prime that victim or the person to say the number that he wanted him to say. So, if you want to prime yourself subconsciously, not as a victim, but as a positive one to achieve your goal, then you will need to prime yourself every single day by putting that number or that goal or that dream very clearly and distinctively to your space, into your space, wherever you go, so that it will go into your mind. And it's really a simple thing. Okay? Now, this is something that you can do. Okay, you get the idea. So the best thing is if you need to layer them into your life so that you're not working too hard all the time to remember your goal. It's kind of putting secret messages around you. And you're trying to build a really strong foundation of belief from multiple angles. Now, this isn't just about being the luckiest person, but also about not leaving anything to chance. Like Will Smith, when he primed the person to guess the number 55 in the movie, they are not leaving anything to chance because they want to win the money that is on the table. So, when you don't leave anything to chance, filling up all those little belief gaps so that they can kind of build on top of each other, and your belief will just compound day by day. And this is important because you don't have to think about it all the time. And sometimes you can use pictures, you can use your phone screen as a manifesting anchor. Okay? Every time you pick up your phone, you go, ding! There is a sound that anchors you, all right? However, you just can't overdose on those things. Sometimes you feel like, just make sure that things are congruent. Okay, don't try this message and then another message of the same thing. No. Try to stick it consistently. Okay, it's the same message, but use different way to remind yourself. For example, you can put dream boards throughout your house. You can put visual reminders of your goals. And just keep reminding of yourself about what you're asking the universe for. And now you might think, why are these little things so important? Yeah, because do they really make a difference in the manifesting formula? Yes, they do. Okay. The magic is in the details and the repetition. Listen carefully. The magic is in the details and the repetition. Now, I always think about it. Someone who is a good runner or someone who is an Olympic athlete, someone who is a good swimmer, someone who is an Olympic champion. There is a real difference, isn't it? The difference is in the details, okay? So, manifesting is to make things real. It's not some iffy, fuzzy stuff. So I just want to encourage you on that. Doing these little anchors means that you give yourself the best chance of achieving your goals. Now, I definitely didn't have anything or financial independence or successful many years ago. But you see, over the years, when you master the formula, you master your emotions, you master your mind, that's when the magic is going to happen. So, having such a strong foundation, I can now manifest things much quicker without thinking about it too much. It's just muscle memory. And this is exactly what's going to happen for you as well. When you really just take this formula and really implement these tiny little things, tiny yet mighty. All right, I will see you and hear you in the next audio, in the next class. Okay, step number 4 is going to be pretty amazing. But you know what? You still need to go and take action, okay? Go and update your screensaver, do your little ringtone, or do up your dream board, whatever. That will be a great start. Okay, so I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.